So when I was growing up, monsoon time meant eating a lot of fried stuff. Stuff like pakoras and jalebis. And so today I've decided to make you a very special dish of jalebis, but they aren't any ordinary jalebis. And because I like to experiment with my food, this time I'm going to make you a very special blue jalebis. For the jalebis you need maida and yeast and a little bit of blue color. So we take about 1 cup of maida. And the yeast we put separately in about a cup of warm water, half a teaspoon of yeast, dry yeast, and this is some warm water. I'm just going to keep the yeast for about 5-10 minutes in the warm water. Stir it a bit. I'm using warm water because of the yeast, so I'll just add some warm water to my flour, a little bit. And now the yeast has been mixed and set aside for 10 minutes. I'm going to add it and give it a nice stir, so all the ingredients are mixed together. And now I'm going to set aside this mix for about half an hour till I make the sweet syrup or the chashni. So it's nice to cover it up and set it aside. For the sugar syrup, I have about 1 cup of sugar. And I'll take about half a cup of water. The ratio of sugar and water is 0.5 to 1. That is, for half a cup of water, you have 1 cup of sugar. Just a few cracked elaichis for taste. So one test of the sugar syrup or the chashni is that 1, the sugar has all dissolved, and 2, is it is a 1-wire consistency. So the test is if you put a dab of sugar syrup between your 2 fingers or your finger and a thumb and you pull them apart, a wire will be visible between them. So let's check for the consistency. Yes, it's done. Our chashni is done. Not too thick, not too liquidy. It's been half an hour. My batter is nice and fluffy, as you can see. And this is the time when I will add my favorite blue color to my batter, so my jalebis come out nice and blue. So about half a tablespoon of blue, and I give it a nice mix. At this time, I will also add some blue color to my chashni, because blue is not a natural food color and it needs to be reinforced. If you're making a dish which is deep fried, the frying takes away some of the color, so it has to be reinforced. Once it comes out of the frying pan, it goes into the blue chashni and it reinforces the color, which is very important. So now my chashni is also nice and indigo. Now a very important part of the jalebi making process is the shape of the jalebi, which is something which I really love. The abstract round shape of the jalebi I really love and dig. But I'm no expert, so I'm going to use this ketchup bottle to pour my jalebis into the hot oil. Okay, so here we go with our first one. At this point, we can give them a turn. Just to make sure that they're done, you can see the edges slightly browning, which is the stage at which we can safely take them out. Those are some nice shapes coming up. Since it's a special jalebi, it needs special plating and special garnish. So I begin with my lovely blue plate over here. And on this plate, the first layer I dab is of whipped curd. Curd goes very well with jalebi. I'm just going to make a whirl of this curd before placing a big piece of my jalebi. There you go. This is a chandi ka varak. And now some stars made of watermelon. Another big dollop of dahi. And lastly, a few flowers to complete the picture.